Hello fellow farmers, our good friend Hikaru Nakano is finally back with our chickens in the bag. And also with some new updates on a new Story of Seasons game. And oh boy, do I hope that it isn't like the last time where he basically just said that the graphics will be great. Also, I will give you the answer you came for right now, because last time a friend of mine said if I really made a 7-minute video out of thin air. He googled and then came to the conclusion, yeah, I made a 7-minute video out of thin air. So, long story short, it is still graphics. And the glider. No release date, no gameplay, no title name, just graphics and the glider. But at least I'm not as late to the party as last time. Before jumping to the conclusion, let us hear the explanation of the Story of Seasons manager Hikaru Nakano first. You know, the person that taught me to drag things into infinity without context. So, Nakano-san, welcome to my studio. What do you have to say today?
昨年はこれまでの作品以上に自然表現に力を入れているとお伝えしましたが、今回はその自然表現についてより詳しくご紹介します。
This basically boils down to better graphics. And with that, the new trailer rolls in, so let me recap the new trailer for you. Let me be clear first, I might be joking about the graphics being the only thing to talk about a bit too much, but I really love the aesthetics of this game so far. I mean, not a single person on the planet could complain about those round cows, right? Directly after those lovely little round cows come some hills and my actually biggest fear. But we will come back to that later. And now look at this horse. At least this horse means they hopefully gave up on the scooter, which sadly removes one of the fun parts of Pioneers of Olive Town. Also, why the heck does the script say Scouter? That isn't Dragon Ball, right? Here we're watching fireworks with our horse. We now also have strawberries in HD. And here we jump off a cliff with the only new thing we know about. Yeah, that is the new trailer in short. But how would you describe the new trailer, Nakano-san? What do you say? The next game is about truly experiencing the delights of the 4 seasons? In a game called Story of Seasons? Huh. It only took you 5 games to realize that. And I'm not even counting the other 26 games here. But back to the topic, Nakano-san. What is it that is different about experiencing the environment and the 4 seasons in the upcoming game? So, you are going to tell me that the fireworks illuminating the sky are unlike anything the series has seen before. But didn't most of your 31 games have fireworks? I mean, guess it is better to watch the fireworks in the woods with your horse rather than some old dude because the hot waitress has stupid love gifts. Sounds not truly innovative to me, but surely you got more than that, right? Ah, so you're hard at work tweaking the seasonal weather just to be right. And everyone watching should like the video and subscribe to the channel? Oh, you're flattering me telling them to subscribe to my channel. But let us focus on the interview for now, because seasonal weather doesn't sound really like news to me either. Can you please explain it in more detail? So storms, blizzards and howling winds will immerse the player more into experiencing living on a real farm. Are you sure? Because after all of this still boils down to graphics only, since all these things existed already. Is there really nothing new except better graphics? Oh, the next entry will feature a glider for the first time in the series, and we should just wait and learn more about it in the future. Sounds fair to me. I mean, we went from graphics in 2023 to graphics and the glider in 2024. When will we learn something about the game mechanics or potential new animals? What? Speaking about animals, all animal lovers and furriel friends can rejoice? Cats and dogs will also be in the game! Seriously folks, this guy isn't going to tell us anything new here. Oh shoot, looks like we're running out of time. Nakano, do you wanna tell us your goals for this entry in the series before we end the interview? So your goal here is to please long-time Story of Seasons fans as well as make it enjoyable to new fans. But isn't that a natural thing when making new entries to an old series? Oh, so you're not going to tell me, but you will remind me that I just have to wait.
もう少し
Dang it, we are out of time. So, see ya Nakano. have a nice trip home to Japan. You can take a leave and I will explain the rest of this mess to the audience on my own. I told you folks, this guy's a genius when it comes to creating content out of thin air, since we know nothing new at all. Now, to draw a conclusion without comparing the story of Seasons, Another Magical Wonderful Friends of Trio of Olive Towns Parrot 64 DS 24, probably not, to Pokemon Black and White this time, since some people thought that isn't what I'm supposed to do in a Story of Seasons video, I have learned my lesson. That is why I told you the result at the beginning, and would never compare it to Pokemon again. No, not this time. Because this time I would rather compare it to The Legend of Zelda. I mean, seriously, I have no idea where you picked up this idea. Jokes aside, I think gliding will be a great addition to the game because gliding alone is freaking awesome and you will totally need it if there are huge areas like this. Which brings me back to what I told you earlier. My biggest fear. Please, Marvelous, please let me actually do more stuff in the early game besides running around huge mountains up and down for whole seasons like I had to do in the New Beginning or Tale of Two Towns, because boy, didn't I have anything else to do at all. Seriously, I wasted hours upon hours searching for stuff to do, and that is a problem because in companies that is a reason for people to get a bore-out syndrome. So this is a serious concern for me. Given input, you guys just had to call it that way, right? Input, the early game was actually enjoyable, not counting for other game design elements though. But at least I had something to do, so yeah, I'm still optimistic. What makes a little bump into my euphoria is that we haven't seen a single piece of gameplay so far. Besides, a glide on the deco leaf, so we probably just have to wait.
もう少し
And because you're all already waiting anyway, why not check out my take on the older trailer to see why people complained that I compared a farming sim to Pokemon. Just do it right here. And press the subscribe button because you are
もう少し
to become a fellow farmer. With that, till next time and bye bye!